Hey, so if you're out there trying to raise visibility for what you're doing and engagement, one of the most important things for you to do is to engage with others, not just in your own comment sections, which we've talked about before, but making an active effort to engage both from personal accounts and band accounts on people who you want to be your fans and your current fans' accounts, right? Reaching out to them and saying, hey, this is a cool piece of content, and just saying something meaningful, because people can tell if you're being meaningful or if you're just trying to blow smoke up their ass, right? And that's a really important thing to consider as you're trying to grow your band and you're trying to grow the brand around your band, right? Is, are you actively engaged and actively a part of the community? Because if you're not a part of the community, then why should anyone want to work with you, right? Because they have 8 other bands who are a part of the community who they do want to work with. This is very straightforward, and it's kind of unfortunate that's just where we're at as a society, is you need to prove you're a part of it. And it's about growing them with your friends and with other people and letting everyone become part of the narrative of the band, right? So again, go out and figure out who the people who support you are, and then go show them the love. One great way to do this that I love to do is like with Ripple, we have like the hashtag Ripple family. With Prophecy, we have hashtag Prophecy Productions, 2 labels I work with, right? And I just go through and just comment on people saying shit in those hashtags on Instagram, and that just immediately creates brand equity, because it's like, oh wow, Matt's a guy who works for those labels, but he's actually out there commenting and part of the people. I think so often label people try to hold themselves aloof, and band people try to hold themselves aloof and create some sort of mythos. But that doesn't really actually contribute over the long term. That just makes you look like a dick. So if you're really meaningfully trying to do something here, go out and actively interact, because once you actively interact and once you bring it in, that's actually going to raise your distribution a lot more, right? Because people are going to see your name. They're going to be like, oh, that band is always commenting on shit. That band is always an active part of things. They seem like really nice guys. Maybe I should check them out. Which again, on a lower level, when you're trying to win over one fan at a time, because remember, you really only need 1,000 true fans to get a band that makes $30,000, $40,000 a year. So, if you're trying to win over one fan at a time, and 1,000 not being that many people, then what do you have to lose if you're not engaging one-on-one and growing piece by piece and step by step and slowly pushing towards a brighter future? I appreciate the desire to want to bring over 200 people at once with the big opening slot, but that's important and that's doable, but it's not as immediately actionable as just going out and just engaging with the world at large, engaging with the community at large, going to a show and making some friends, and kind of showing that the community engagement is just as important as engaging direct with the fans. Because once you have that community engagement, more people become fans because they want to be a part of the world you're creating, the narrative. And if you can make that overall narrative more inclusive, then more people are going to want to dive in. Just a thought.